Scammer them there. Yeah, scammer them there. Another one. Welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Another Jamaican extradited out of Jamaica to the United States of America to face the long arm of the law in the United States of America. Before I get started with this one, let me just say this. I keep on saying I can't imagine just their yard. I'm in Jamaica, I'm chilling. Jamaica has nice weather all year round. For anybody who's listening to this and you've never been to Jamaica before, you got to get there like when it's cold in the United States of America. If you're from one of them states where it gets super cold like in November, December time, January time, please take a trip around that time and head to Jamaica, fam. Jump in some beach water in Jamaica and then tell me what you feel. It's like God loves you. God said, I have set your bath water for you. I'm talking about the beach is warm when the rest of the world is cold. I don't know why Jamaican people be like in a hurry. Not all of them, obviously, but the ones who do the scamming and all that, knowing that they can be extradited to these other countries, knowing that when they come and get you, they normally come get you in like the coldest months of the year. And I think that's also a part of their strategy because they're taking you from somewhere that is tropical and warm with beach and it's nice and rivers and flowing streams. And suddenly you're in this place that it's brick ass cold and you could barely keep your shit together. Your teeth are knocking because you're so cold. You know, the frightening experience. Why would you expose yourself to that? Well, I guess some people never believe until it happens to them. They got a saying, right, that some people got to actually touch the stove when it's hot in order to believe that it's hot, while other people, they just look at it and they see that it's red and they're like, yo, that thing is red. It's really hot. I'm not touching it. Or they watch somebody else touch it and get burnt and they're like, I ain't touching it. It just burned him. So I'm not touching it so it could burn me. But some people don't believe that they could get burnt too. A Jamaican national who was previously extradited to the United States of America from Jamaica has now pled guilty last Friday in the U.S. District Court for the District of South Dakota in connection to a long-running scheme to defraud a California woman. Somebody please explain to me why they always take them to Dakota, like North Dakota or South Dakota, anywhere in Dakota, that time of the year when they be bringing them Jamaicans through shackled and chained up is cold as hell. Why do they take them to Dakota? If you were scamming a woman from California, shouldn't you be brought to California to face charges? If I'm scamming somebody from Florida and I'm in Jamaica and they coming to get me, shouldn't they be taking me to Florida to face charges? They always bring them to Dakota. I don't know why. If you know why, leave that in the comment section below, please. Well, Dwayne, I'm sorry for calling your name, friend, but it's in here. So Dwayne Anderson, 35 years old, of Hanover, Jamaica. And look how Hanover pretty. Eh? Anyways, Dwayne Anderson, who's 35 years old of Hanover in Jamaica, he pleaded guilty to federal wire fraud charges. Anderson was arrested on July 11th of 2024 by Jamaican authorities based on a U.S. indictment, and he was extradited to the United States of America, where he had remained incarcerated up until recently when his trial went to court. So from July of 2024 to now, September, October of 2025, you're talking about a year and 2-3 months. So he was sitting in jail, locked up in the U.S. for over a year before he even went to trial. I'm saying these things so whoever is listening, the brother them where I said bang in line and chop this and chop that, some of you might want to look at this as a deterrent. Now, listen, I'm not trying to stop anybody's food, man. If you're one of them that feel like this can happen to you too, and you have a better way of getting to the bag, then go right ahead and do it. You know what I mean? I won't stand in your way. I'm just saying, though, for those of you who are not built for this journey, this is what happens. Oh, and don't miss the part where it says he was arrested by Jamaican authorities based on a U.S. indictment. Let me put that in layman's terms for you. It means the United States of America authorities has the power to come up with an indictment, hand that indictment over to the Jamaican police, and the Jamaican police works like they are a part of the United States of America police. They will work on their behalf based on their indictment and come get you in Jamaica for the United States of America. They will arrest you for Uncle Sam, your own Jamaican police. When ordered to arrest you by the US, they will arrest you for Uncle Sam and hand you over to Uncle Sam, which is exactly what happened to Dwayne Anderson from Hanover. Now, as part of his plea deal, he admitted that from as early as back in 2010 until September of 2017, that would mean that's about 7 years, right? He participated in a scheme to defraud an American woman. He also admitted that he used a group or bunch of phony names. Anderson contacted the victim by telephone, by text messages, by emails, and he falsely informed her that she had won millions of dollars in a sweepstakes. Y'all know the damn phone calls. Good morning. May I speak to Mistress Jones, please? Yes, Mrs. Jones, this is Mr. Anderson, and I'm calling from Publishers Clearinghouse. Mrs. Jones, I have wonderful news for you. You have won 2.5 million US dollars and a brand new ML350 Mercedes-Benz 2025 edition. Yes, I am excited as if I am the one who won it. Are you excited, Mrs. Jones? Yes, ma'am. So, would you like to also get all your money in a lump sum payment? Of course, everybody are gonna say yes, right? I want all of my money. No. So this is where they go further into the spiel. All you have to do, Mrs. Jones, is you're going to have to pay the clearance fee, and once the clearance fee is paid, all your money will be deposited into your selected checking or savings account. Oh my God. He persuaded the victim, who believed his false representations, to send money to pay various purported fees and taxes associated with the sweepstakes. This is so common. All of us know this by now. We know it so good, we even know the lines that they use. Good morning, this is Mr. Anderson calling from Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes. May I speak to Mr. Smith, please? Uh-huh. We already know it. I don't know why people keep falling for this, but they do. Okay? And that's the reason why the chopper them still a choppy line, the scammer them still there, because it is still working. Now, he also admitted that he instructed her on how and on whom to send it and on the amount of payments to send. Anderson repeatedly contacted the victim with additional requests to pay more money and told her that her winnings would be forthcoming if she paid the requested amount of money up front. Usually it's like you have to pay $1,000 and we will release your $2.5 million, or you have to pay $10,000 and we will release your $10 million. Usually people look at that, and they're like, well, $10,000 paid up front for $10 million tax free. Send my money, and they'll send the $10,000. The victim paid the purported fees. The victim ended up losing over 181,000 US dollars, but never received any of the winnings that Anderson told her she was going to receive. $181,000 US. Listen, I keep saying this every time I do these videos, right? I remember one time I was telling my Jamaican brothers, I said, yo, they making plans to come to Jamaica and to like take away all your property and all that. Y'all need to stop. And one of them was like, big butter boy, SouFlo, you must feel like some man down here make small change. Remember, I know. I actually was under the impression that they were scamming, but they weren't making a lot of money. Like, they were making money, but it wasn't the amount that I heard of. So he was like, you must think some man down here make no small change. You think a little bit of money man down here make. When I realized that they were making thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of US dollars, I was like, oh, damn. So that's the reason why they're willing to risk it all. People, enough people me know. A lot of people who are Jamaicans who left Jamaica over 20 years ago and are working their ass off in the United States of America with the dream of one day I'll go back to Jamaica and I'm going to build my dream house and I'm going to retire on that beautiful island and live out the rest of my days. And they don't have $100,000 saved up right now in cash, just sitting to the side after working here for over 20 years. So for these brothers to chop, or this brother right here to chop almost $200,000, $181,000 off of this one woman, that says a lot. That's a big piece of money. So back to the Department of Justice in the United States of America. They basically said this message. They said that the Department of Justice is committed to protecting Americans from the threats that are posed by these transnational criminals, and we will vigorously pursue them wherever they are located. Assistant Attorney General Brett Shumate of the Justice Department's Civil Division said, Anderson is just the latest example of the department's ongoing efforts to combat these kind of foreign-based schemes and to hold those who are involved accountable. Americans are increasingly falling victim to these devastating fraud schemes that are perpetuated by these transnational criminals, said U.S. Attorney Allison Ramsdell for the District of South Dakota. Whether it happens in the rural community or a metropolitan area, the Department of Justice will ensure that these criminals are held to account for their shameless targeting of vulnerable individuals and their hard-earned savings. Many of these people that they are targeting are usually elderly people who are usually at home alone, lonely, and some of them suffer from Alzheimer's, dementia, and are easily taken advantage of. If you target vulnerable Americans with schemes that are designed to steal their hard-earned money, you will become our target. Their inspector in charge, Eric Shen of the USPIS Criminal Investigations Group, said, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service knows no boundaries when it comes to protecting our communities. We will go into any country to find you. We will find you. We will stop you. And we will hold you accountable, he said. The U.S. Postal Inspection Service investigated this case. The Justice Department Office of International Affairs worked with law enforcement partners in Jamaica to ensure the arrest and the August 2024 extradition of Anderson. So he was arrested in July in Jamaica of 2024. He was extradited in August to the United States of America 2024, and he was sitting in jail until now when his case just went to court. The case is being prosecuted. Listen to this. This is the part that always gets me. The case is being prosecuted by Assistant Director Jay Williams, Senior Trial Attorney Brandon Roberts, and Trial Attorney Edward E. Imokpe of the Civil Division's Consumer Protection Brand, and Assistant U.S. Attorney Ann Hoffman of the District of South Dakota. Those are 5 different attorneys who are prosecuting you from 5 different angles. I always say this, right? The United States of America have so much resources towards catching you and prosecuting you. It's really not a matter of if you're going to get it. It's a matter of when. So everybody who is still doing this scamming thing, you're basically running on borrowed time, my friend. And you might think they don't know anything about you, but remember this. Whoever got pinched or whoever got extradited before, they gave up something to get a little bit of time in jail, because the goal is to get as many of you into the U.S. as possible. So that guy that went ahead before you, the one who said, me no snitch, me not tell Babylon nothing, you best believe he gave them some good information to work off of, or else he would not have gotten a deal. They don't extradite you to the U.S., spend all that time and resource prosecuting you just so they can give you a deal and have you let go easily. It doesn't work like that. So it's only a matter of time before they come knocking for you too, right? Now, they also wrote that if you or someone you know is 60 or older, living in the United States of America, or is an American living anywhere else in the world, and you have been a victim of financial fraud, help is standing by at the National Elder Fraud Hotline. They actually have established 1-833-FRAUD-11 or 1-833-372-8311. This U.S. Department of Justice hotline that is managed by the Office of Victims of Crime is staffed by experienced professionals who provide personalized support to callers by assessing the needs of the victim and identifying relevant next steps to take. Case management will identify appropriate reporting agencies. They will provide information to callers to assist them in reporting, in connecting callers, in directly with appropriate agencies, and provide resources and referrals on a case-by-case basis. Reporting is the first step. Some people have been violated and they take the loss quietly. Sometimes they get called by these scammers. They send out $1,000. They don't do it again, but they have no way of getting their money back. They're just $1,000 short. The law is saying they don't care how much you have sent out. If you've been frauded or defrauded, please call the 1-833-FRAUD-11 line. Reporting that it happened to you is the first step. Reporting can also help authorities to identify those who commit this fraud, and reporting certain financial losses due to fraud as soon as possible can also increase the likelihood of you recovering your losses. The hotline is staffed 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. English and Spanish and other languages are also available, spoken when you call that hotline. Now, back to this Jamaican Dwayne Anderson, who is 35 of Hanover. They did not say how many years he was given, which I think was kind of weird. That might also be a part of his deal that he struck, that they would not publish his face and they would not publish how many years he's given. He's going to do some time, but by them saying Dwayne Anderson, 35 of Hanover, everybody in Hanover who know Dwayne is going to be like, blood fire them off Dwayne. And Dwayne must go over there go snitch pan way. Them give him 2 years, dog. So in 2 years' time, people will be waiting and looking around to see him. You understand? So they throw people off by not mentioning these guys' time that they got, how many years, some of them, and also by not showing their face to the public. Not showing their face to the public allows them to infiltrate whatever organizations, gangs, parts of groups that they are affiliated with. Because if we see the face, we're going to be like, blow out, them get Dwayne, yo dog, them get Smitha. Because you know we all Jamaicans have a different name, right? Like a nickname. Dwayne we call Smitha. Yo, them get Smitha, brother. Yeah, them have him. Lord fire, I wonder if him a tell upon everybody. Dismantle, break up operation, start doing things a different way kind of thing. So they have their reasons why they actually don't show their face. My disclaimer, I wasn't trying to tell anybody how they work because I don't work for them. I'm just trying to say though, y'all need to be moving more wiser. The wisest thing you can do is stay away from this. Because me saying all this is to tell you that these agents, they're always thinking outside the box and they're always coming for you and they are always going to have place or space to keep you in these United States prisons. If that you want, then by all means, hurry up and go get it. But if that's not what you want, don't be doing. Stay away. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. And remember, the U.S. authorities are working closely with your Jamaican authorities, and when that indictment come down, you don't have to look for no U.S. authorities on the ground in Jamaica trying to find you. Your own Jamaican authorities will work as if they are a branch of the U.S. authorities that extends into Jamaica. They will come get you, and they will hand you over to the U.S. authorities. I'll catch you on the next video. Warning, 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 warning. Who can't hear? You don't know the rest. I'm out. Peace.